few years ago, I lost 70 pounds. I kept it off. I went full time as a fitness coach, and I've helped dozens of other men get in the best shape of their life using a lot of the tactics I'm going to go over in this video. So, over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 10 meals that I have on repeat every single day that have made fat loss so much easier for me and my clients. So, save this, find the ones you enjoy, and rock and roll. Now, a couple of things I have to get out of the way is, as you are choosing meals, novelty is not necessary. Like, if 80% of your meals are exactly the same and super predictable, that you enjoy them and they fit your goals, you have already won because you've removed the amount of decisions that you have to make every single day. If you have to decide in the moment a brand new recipe or a brand new meal, of course you're going to default to the path of least resistance. So by looking through this list and choosing a couple of options that you enjoy and putting them in your rotation, you're going to make that path of least resistance a lot more conducive to your goals. Very cool. Okay, here's what I want to dive into first is your staple list. So as you're thinking about these meals, I want you to try these and I want you to pick out what works well for you. A couple of criteria points for me is that I want meals that I can make relatively quickly and easily. So all of these are things that you can make in less than 15 minutes with minimal ingredients. You can make swaps and alternate for ingredients based on what you're feeling and the type of food you want and your preferences. But generally speaking, if you stay in these ballparks, it's going to be good portion size with good amount of protein, easy to make, easy to keep these staples around. So looking through some of these, I look at just generally like if you can keep some kind of protein options around and some good carb options around, you can make most any type of meal you darn well please. So if you have a good protein powder, protein shakes, I'm a huge fan of Fairlife shakes. You can buy them in bulk at Costco. The nutrition plan shakes, they have great protein to calorie ratio. They taste good, but you find the one that works for you. Non-fat Greek yogurt is huge. I like to get the packs of Oikos 000 just because for me they taste the best out of any Greek yogurt that I've tried and have great macros. Eggs, canned chicken. A lot of people sleep on the fact that canned chicken is amazing. It's super lean if you get canned chicken breast, easy to prep if you do it right. I'll show you how to in the next couple of minutes. Diced meat, if you're someone who likes to cook and you can keep either you buy steak and chicken and whatever in bulk at Costco, Sam's Club, wherever you buy meat, and just chop it up and put it in the freezer. That's a really easy way to make this. Like if you're into the meal prep thing and you like to cook and you want something a little more gourmet feeling, that's a good way to do it. And then I am a big fan of PB Fit powder just because I'm a peanut butter guy. And if I can add peanut butter flavor to more meals without adding a lot of calories, that's a win for me. Carbs, I love oats. They're really filling, really the great nutritional value. They're easy, they're cheap. Frozen veggies, you can get either stir-fried veggies or like fajita veggies, just plain onions and bell peppers, whatever. Microwave rice, you cook it in 90 seconds. It makes it so easy. Fruit, sugar-free syrup, guys, this is a winner because if you can get the same general taste of syrup for 1/10 of the calories, that's a win for me. Rice cakes and it's the Mission Carb Balance tortillas. Guys, they have like 15 to 17, I think, grams of fiber, really good protein to calorie ratio. They taste good if you warm them up. These are things that I have in my rotation all the time. So here I'm going to dive into 10 recipes that I make on repeat every single day. And again, I'm not eating all of these every day, but these are recipes that very frequently, 80 to 90% of my meals consist of some variation of this. I want you to pick the ones that you like, go try one today, and then start seeing which ones you can add to your rotation. The caveat is, again, they are quick, easy to make. They use these staples. You can swap out certain ingredients for your own preferences. Let's rock and roll. First up, the protein smoothie. You can't go into a list like this without talking about protein smoothies. So darn simple. Don't overcomplicate it. You can literally just take a protein shake, some protein powder, half a banana, some ice, blend it up. You got a good protein shake right there. If you want to get fancy, I've added oats, I've added spinach, I've added cocoa powder, PB Fit powder. You can add berries. You can mix and match and throw stuff in there as needed depending on your goals, your calories, preferences, whatever. But at its core, a good protein smoothie can just be that, and you're good. Mix it in a blender, blend it up, don't overcomplicate it. Stir fry. This one is awesome. If you have diced meat or frozen shrimp or whatever, just take it, sear it, like season it up, salt, pepper, garlic, sear it. Cook your veggies. Again, those can be frozen stir-fry veggies, so it's so easy. And then add your sauce. And you play around with the sauce that you enjoy. I look for, teriyaki sauces that are fairly low calorie. If you want to get fancy, like in the picture, you can add a hard-boiled egg. You can add microwave rice that you cook for 90 seconds. You can add a little spicy sriracha sauce or whatever to your flavor preferences. But a stir-fry should not be complicated. Just meat, stir-fry veggies, and a sauce. Greek yogurt bowls, guys, these are always in my rotation when I am cutting fat. You take some 000 protein powder, mix it together, and then you get a little creative. And this is the part where I could honestly eat a Greek yogurt bowl for one of my meals every single day, because you can add crushed rice cake, you can add peanut butter powder, you can add diced fruit, you can add sugar-free syrup, cinnamon, flavor it however you want. Lots of stuff you can do with Greek yogurt bowls. Just like, I hope this is flipping a switch for you, because it doesn't have to be complicated. It's literally just you take this yogurt, take some protein powder, mix it all together. You've got 300 calories for anywhere from 30 to 40 grams of protein, 50 grams of protein. Super easy to make, relatively filling for what it is. Awesome. Protein oats, very similar thing, but with a little extra carbs, a little extra substance. I just take a quarter cup of oats with water and salt, microwave for 90 seconds, and mix in protein powder. I take one of my Fairlife shakes, take a little splash of it in there for texture, and then eat or drink the rest of the shake on the side with it. Now again, you can mix in all the same kind of stuff you would put in a Greek yogurt bowl, but now it is warm, it's a little more filling, took that extra 90 seconds. Again, do not complicate it, guys. It should not be difficult. Canned chicken. Okay, I told you canned chicken is a huge hack because it's cheap, it's super easy, and in one can from Costco or wherever, it's like 7 ounces of straight chicken breast. So that's sweet. The problem is most people would just eat it straight out of the can and be like, oh, this is gross and unseasoned, which is true. I would never do that. So instead, I take the canned chicken, I mix it up with seasoning, and you can play around with whatever. You've got salt, pepper, garlic, you've got barbecue rubs, you've got Greek seasoning, Asian seasoning, like whatever cuisine you want to hit that day, you can season it up however you want, and then sear it. This is the kicker. You've got to sear it a little bit. So take it in a ripping hot pan after it's been seasoned, slap that chicken in there, sear it for just a few minutes to warm it through and get a little crispy on the edges. Then it actually tastes good. Otherwise, it's gonna suck if you just eat out of the can. So if you do that and you take a carb balanced tortilla, warm that tortilla up in the pan, and then you can mix and match whatever you want. I like to take sauce, which I take some light mayo with seasoning to mix it up to get a little aioli vibe. You can mix that in your canned chicken. You throw in some veggies. It could be chopped celery, it could be onions, it could be whatever you want for a little extra crunch and volume. It could be spinach. And big hack, I also sometimes, if I need a little extra protein, I'll just cook up some egg whites and throw them in there too. You've got a wrap. Now, could I fold that up like a burrito and eat it? No, absolutely not. You got to eat a little bit first and then do it. But all around, very satisfying meal that's super quick and easy to make. Protein cereal. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of hate from people who are like all natural and whole food ingredient stuff, but I am a sucker for that Ghost protein cereal. It's fairly expensive, but to make it go a little further, I mix Ghost protein cereal in with a crushed rice cake. Honestly, you might call me crazy. This one might be a little bit more extreme, but I think it's delicious. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch Ghost cereal, phenomenal. Mix that up, and then you can either take just a protein shake and put that in as your milk, or if you want a specific flavor, you can put almond milk with protein powder. Almond milk is crazy because super low calorie. If you're going to mix it into stuff like this, you won't even notice that it is almond milk versus regular milk. This is kind of more of like a very gym bro hack one, but again, very, very valid. Breakfast burrito, similar vibe to the wrap, except you are doing eggs. I like to mix full eggs plus egg whites because if you just go full eggs, the protein to calorie isn't amazing. So I would mix 1 to 2 full eggs with 2 to 3 egg whites, and then you are golden. I splash a little bit of almond milk in the egg mixture before I cook it, just for texture, season it up, and then serve it on your carb-balanced tortilla. Very cool, super straightforward. Again, guys, you notice none of these are that complicated. You just have to find ones you enjoy, make the swaps you want. I could just rotate these out over and over again. Now, the last 3 are a little bit more complicated, but they are also ones that find their way into my rotation all the time if you prep them right. Protein pancakes. Most protein pancake recipes absolutely suck. This one does not. This one's amazing. The macros calories are phenomenal. It has no flour in it. Very, very high in protein. Very easy to make if you prep it on like a Sunday lunch or a Sunday brunch, and then you make more than you would need and put them in the freezer, put them in the fridge for the rest of the week. You can warm them up and eat them this way too. So I just take eggs, vanilla, cinnamon salt, Greek yogurt, mix that all together as like wet ingredients. Then you add your protein powder, your baking powder. It is a pancake batter that you then go cook, and it is phenomenal. The key to cooking these is you plop it down. It's going to be really thin and runny, but it gets a little fluffy because of the baking powder. You slap it down until it starts bubbling. Once it bubbles, you flip it, and you only cook it for like 10 to 15 seconds on the other side. If you overcook it, it's going to be too chewy and gross. Do that. Top it with any of the stuff listed down there below, and you are golden. Bowls, similar to like the stir fry thing, but all you got to do, guys, for any kind of cuisine, if it is a carne asada bowl, if it is a stir fry bowl, if it is a whatever, I've done Greek bowls, I've done you name it. You just take the protein of your choice, veggies of your choice, cook them up, microwave rice, and then you get creative, you add some kind of sauce. And with sauces, you want to be mindful of calories. I look for stuff that is less than 50 calories, so light mayo, spicy sauces. There's a lot of options for like barbecue sauces or whatever. Honey mustard, all of those are great. Mix them all together, you got yourself a bowl. Amazing. Don't overcomplicate it. And finally, another one. This is based off of the protein pancake recipe, but protein banana bread, I make it ahead of time. On like a Sunday, I'll just mix these all together. You'll notice it's the same kind of vibe. You take in the eggs, the Greek yogurt, some banana, mix it all up in a bowl, put it in a bread tin, bake it, slice it. One serving is 3 slices. This makes 4 servings. Yes, that is correct. This would make a loaf that you could chop 4 servings out of with 3 slices. I take it and then I toast it. Not in a toaster, I just put it on like a griddle or on a pan, toast it up, serve it with some sugar-free syrup and or peanut butter fib powder. You'll notice there I'm serving it with some egg whites as well in that picture, and some caramelized bananas that you throw in the pan. Look, you can do all those things to get fancy and creative, or you can do the simple version and just eat it. So, guys, those are 10 options. In the last couple of minutes, I've given you no excuse to not hit your goals. I don't know if that made any sense, but you basically, if you take these and you add them to your rotation, you try them out, send me a message. I want to see what resonates with you, which one of these you actually enjoy most, what makes it into your rotation. Just don't overcomplicate it. Just find stuff that is simple. It doesn't have to be gourmet. Add it to the rotation and you will hit your goals.